All right, so this feels borderline illegal. And the reason I say that is because it is so easy to do. It is so easy to do that you can literally just do this today and you can find more winning ads. Now, a lot of you will already know about this, but today I'm actually going to show you the easiest way to actually do it. And the thing I'm talking about here is iterations, okay? I know a lot of you have probably tried iterations before. You've probably tried to iterate your winning creatives in a way and just trying to see what works and all that stuff. But the reality is that if you're not iterating your ads like I'm going to explain today, chances are you're probably not going to actually succeed with it. And I don't want to make myself the be all end all of like iterating ads, but the truth is this is the best way to do it that I've found so far. And I think you should definitely listen in. So very quickly, let's just get into the first point. Do this before you start trying to create new winning ads and exploit your current ones first, right? Your current winning ads have literally just found you like a little vein of gold, right? You're mining here for gold and you found a little bit of gold. Gold is always in veins, so you want to keep digging in that direction and you want to really just get to the end of that vein. You want to strip all the money that you can and get literally all the juice out of the lemon, essentially, right? Now, the next thing is, it's almost like you're an engineer, right? And you need to take apart a system and start replacing one thing to see if it runs better. A lot of you might be saying that if it's already a winning ad, why would I try to sort of fuck with it, right? The thing is that you don't actually fuck with it. You don't touch that winning ad. You actually break it apart and try to add one component that might make it better or might actually get you a new winner. So let's actually get into the juicy stuff, okay? This is how you actually do it. So the first thing you need to do is you need to break the ad down to its components. Now, what do I mean when I say components? When you watch the ads, what are the main variables at play? Like I've got some examples for you here as well. You've got the format or the content, right? What are people actually seeing with their eyes? The persona, so who are you sort of targeting? The hook, the CTA. You need to break down all the key components. There's obviously some that I haven't even mentioned, like the body copy, or maybe even, let's say, did you do learn more, or did you do like buy now as a CTA? You know, like you need to see what are the main components of your winning ad. And then you need to pick one of these and actually create a variation. So I'll give you an example. Let's say I had an ad that was a winning ad and it was a UGC ad. Okay. The persona was, it goes way deeper than this, but just to keep it simple for you guys, I'll do mums. The hook was a problem hook, okay? And I'm not going to outline it specifically. You guys are obviously going to have specifics, but I don't want to get too into the nitty gritty here. I want to show you the high level overview of this. CTA was buy now, okay? So what you might actually do is, okay, cool, you've got a winning ad here, UGC. You might say, okay, let me actually switch up the format with the same persona, with the same hook, with the same CTA, but let me actually make an AI creative where it's like an AI version of maybe the UGC creator you had that was actually creating that ad. So now you've got a new format, and obviously we're going to get into how to pick what variations and what iterations and stuff you do, but that's essentially how it works. And then I want you to actually start coming up with all these ideas first. You want to come up with a bunch of ideas, and then we go on to the next step, which is arguably one of the most important steps here, which is using the ICE framework to actually test and see which ones can be the fastest and the most high impact to put out. So the ICE test is basically this over here. You've got ICE, you've got impact. Okay, so how impactful can this iteration actually be if we try to do it? You've got confidence, so how confident are you that this is actually going to work? Like, are you fully confident this is going to work? Let me just tell you, for iterations, confidence is usually pretty high because you've already sort of cracked a winning ad and you're only changing a slight little variable, right? The impact could be decent. It's definitely not a new breakthrough, you know, it's definitely not going to change the game for you, but it could be good, right? And then you've got the effort. How much effort is actually required to make this winning ad, right? Sorry, make this ad again. I'll give you an example just over here with the AI one. This will be probably like a 3 or 4 effort because you're going to have to probably spend like a day on it, or depending on how skilled your editors and stuff are, it'll just maybe take them shorter, maybe take them longer, but it's going to be a little bit high effort. And what you actually do is you rate all of these out of 5. Okay, you rate all of these out of 5, and the one that is the I believe, no, actually, this should be ease. My bad. Sorry, this should be ease. So, how easy is it? AI ads probably be around 1 to 2, right? If it's literally like a static, it'll probably be like 4 or 5 because it takes like maybe an hour to create, right? And then you actually rate these out and you say maybe the impact can be, for this sort of example over here, the impact can be number 3, okay? Impact can be okay. It's definitely not like a 5 out of 5 winning ad, but it'll be there, right? And then you've got the confidence. How confident are you? Well, it's pretty high confidence. I'm like 4 because I've already cracked the winning angle, right? And then how easy is it? Let's say this AI one, oh, okay, it's like a 2. It's not that easy. So you add all these numbers up and you do this for all of your ideas, and the one that scores the highest, like for this example, you've got 9 out of 15, the one that scores the highest is the one you actually want to do first. And give you a bit of a cheat code, right? Usually it's going to be statics. If you actually find a winning angle, winning persona, whatever, right? You find a winning ad, try to just turn it into a static. Try to test those because they're so quick to get out, and you can literally test them within, you can literally get off this video today and spend like 1 hour on this and you'll have some statics to actually test. They're that easy, right? Now, the next thing over here is don't try to make huge changes. This is something that I see a lot when people try to do iterations. Sometimes they get stuck in the sort of pattern of trying to make a huge change. Like, for example, especially to the angle, right? The angle essentially just describes how are you selling the product to the customer? How are you actually selling it? For example, are you doing like an us versus them, right? Are you actually outlining why your product is better? Are you outlining just the benefits? Are you outlining the, let's say it's a sleep supplement, the sleep benefits, right? What is the angle you're using to actually sell it to the customer in the first place? Don't try to change those big things because that is really what converted the customer, right? That's really what converted the customer. You want to try to, with these, create variations. Don't create completely different variables, create variations. For example, I actually don't have an example on the top of my head, so I won't give you an example. Let's just stay on the track over here, but don't make huge changes. For example, don't target an entirely different persona. Maybe it can be a different little micro moment, and a micro moment is essentially just a thing that happens in your customer's journey, but obviously that's like a whole separate topic, but I'm not trying to get into that. But don't make huge changes. That is the main point. And the last thing over here is that do this on your winning ads today. Don't do it tomorrow. Don't put it off till tomorrow. Don't be an idiot, right? Don't be a procrastinator. Do it today, because if you don't do it today, then you're never ever going to do it. And this is, I promise you, this is the fastest way to actually find your next winning ad. This is the fastest way to find your next winning ad. And that is a promise. As soon as you've actually tested basically everything, like you've tried more iterations, tried so many iterations, all that stuff, then start actually trying to crack new winning ads, trying to crack new angles. But I'm telling you, this is the fastest way to find your next winning ad. And by the way, I didn't even introduce myself the entire video. My name's Ganor. I make these videos to make scaling to 8 figures easy for health and wellness e-commerce brand. And if you are actually a 6 figures a month or maybe like 7-figure e-commerce brand, and you are struggling to really just get to those eight figures, right? Those 7-figure months, $1 million a month, then you should probably click the first link in the description. You don't have to click it, right? It's just there because we solve that problem for you. If you're struggling to scale, we solve that problem. And yeah, we're doing the health and wellness niche in specific, only for health and wellness brands. So yeah, I mean, you can click on it if you want. If you don't want to click on it, you don't have to, right? All right, anyway, that is all I really have for you in this video. Click the like button, comment if you want to, right? Any comments, suggestions, questions, whatever. And chances are we're never going to see each other again. So if you do want to watch any of my future videos and get a lot of value, you should probably click the subscribe button. I will chat to you very, very soon.